Hello, YouTube. I wanted to talk about something like very specific. Being someone that's trying to be an LGBT activist, as I am an LGBT person, um, most of my declarations have been about mental health so far. But if I haven't made the declaration, which I don't think I have, besides the tags that I've posted in my videos so far, I am an out and open gay man. I'm an out and open gay yogi, and I'm someone that is trying to be an LGBT activist as well. I try my best to be an LGBT activist. And one thing that I wanted to talk about in my journey of trying my best to be an activist for my community, I've heard, like, one thing that I've heard uh, when going to LGBT events, panels, talks. I love going to panels and talks of other organizations, and things that I've heard other people say is, when in the middle of the movement, whenever we take two steps forward, we always take one step back. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because I do think that it's also, that's directly related to so many things in life. Whenever we take two steps forward, we always take one step back. Not that I want to declare that that's how life is, because nothing is black and white, you know. But I do find that to be the case for a lot of things. And I find that to be the case in my own personal experience with mental health as well. Specifically, even this moment in my life right now, where I'm really trying to focus on my mental health and put that first. That's the first thing on my list of important things to work on. And I've noticed as I've been working on my own personal mental health, which specifically, you guys know this, I'm bipolar 2 and obsessive compulsive disorder, and my struggle really is obsessive compulsive disorder. I compulsively obsess about things. I mean, not only do I compulsively obsess about things, I'm a compulsive person sometimes. I'm hyper aware that I make compulsive, impulsive decisions all the time against my best judgment. When I know sometimes that this is not what I want to do, I sometimes still fall into behaviors that aren't good for me. When I know this isn't what I want to do, I will still do it. So my point is, in my own personal experience, specifically when talking about mental health and me taking on my mental health in 2019, whenever I take two steps forward, I notice that sometimes I take one big step back. And one thing that I'm working on in this moment with my mental health and my practice in bringing balance to my mental health is forcing myself not to repeat the same behaviors that I normally repeat or normally do. With my OCD, I will double check a million things a million times. And so one thing that I'm doing is forcing myself not to do that. Like when I want to check the door, did I lock the door? I force myself, you locked it, walk away. When I want to, I do so, all of my work is online. So, there are so many circumstances where I want to double check something on my computer. Got to make sure something is right. Got to make sure I didn't violate some policy, or here's proof of something. Usually it's like proof that I'm not working, I'm off. You know what I mean? Like double check my schedule 1,000 times. And I am famous for taking screenshots. I love to, when there are things that I need to be careful on my computer with, or like with, that's tied to work, I take a million screenshots so I have evidence that, I didn't do something, or I'm off, I'm off from work on these dates, So right now my biggest practice is that I'm forcing myself not to do those things and just purely walk away. And I've been doing such a good job with that. Um, but I've noticed when, you know, not all the time, it really has been this really nice, like, like uphill journey. But I've noticed there are some times when I force myself or I allow myself to walk away from, you know, from from something that's been a habit of mine for such a long time, you know, it'll immediately give me this good feeling, but I might wake up the next morning like in total hell. This like backlash of a victory that I've had with my own mental health balance. Um, and I want to come on video and just say that that's natural. Or at least I believe that to be natural, and I believe it to be natural in my own personal experience. That when I take two steps forward, sometimes I take one big step back also. And that's totally okay. So I wanted to just talk about that and put that out there. If you're, if, it is such a big deal if you have come to the place with your own mental health disorder where you want from your heart space to do anything that you can to try to bring balance into your life. The fact that you've even made that choice, the fact that you are there in your heart space, this is something that you want to do, you don't feel like you need to do it, and it's genuine and you're making progress. I mean, I didn't even mean to say making progress. The fact that you are at that place where you know that this is something that you want in your heart and you're making that choice, that is already such a huge deal. And I just want to say, if you are like me and that's where you are in your process, congratulations. And if you have a couple steps back in the process of moving forward in that path, it's totally okay. You're doing great, and I love you and respect you. And you are my family. I'm here to cheer you on. You may feel like I don't know you, but I know your journey, and I love it, and I love you, and I have so much heart space for you. Let's do just what I want to do is just a quick 5-minute meditation. We just close our eyes and we get into the yummy goodness that in this in this occurrence that happens sometimes where you take 2 steps forward and you sometimes take 1 step back. It's perfect. It's perfect. That's natural. That's how it's supposed to be. Not to say that you can't have an overnight miracle and it's just, things are just healed instantaneously, but that can happen. But most things take a journey, and that's good. We want to be a part of that journey and witness every part of that journey. So this meditation is just for that, the recognition that it is perfect and beautiful if you have taken 2 steps forward and 1 big step back. And not only is that natural when in a journey with your mental health, that's in your journey in any part of your life. And I again declare and decree that it's perfect and it's beautiful. So let's do a quick 5-minute journey. Oh my God. I love when things accidentally come out of my mouth. Let's do a quick 5-minute journey, because that's so true too. We're going to journey within and take this experience further, but we're going to do a quick 5-minute meditation. Here we go. Let's do this. I won't set the timer yet. Let's go ahead and sit up nice and straight. Obviously, you're in a comfortable cross-legged position, or You're in a comfortable seat in a chair, your feet on the ground, sitting up nice and straight. Shoulders are relaxed. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Let's take just a couple of breaths here. And let's start to bring awareness to your face so you can relax your face. I'm someone that typically holds a lot of muscle tension in my face sometimes, specifically my left side. So let's bring awareness to relaxing our face as we go into stillness. Do a quick facial scan while you breathe. Notice is your forehead relaxed? The whole area around both of your eyes relaxed. Jaw relaxed. Breathing. Obviously the eyes are closed. Let's begin our 5 minutes. Some quick meditation. Usually I like having the breath as our mantra, like the focus of the breath being our mantra. But today let's let the expression, or just like the words, the sentence, when taking 2 steps forward and having 1 step backward is perfect. 2 steps forward, 1 step backward is perfect. And you are in the journey of your growth. I'm in the journey of my growth. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and the journey of our growth is perfect. That is our mantra. So as you naturally, effortlessly let your thoughts come up and out, and you're aware of your thoughts as they come up and out, just continuously come back to the mantra. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's perfect. 2 steps forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. In my growth is perfect. My journey in my personal growth is perfect. One more mantra that could be useful. I love this. This just came through. All the ups and downs of my personal growth journey are perfect. All the ups and downs of my personal growth journey are perfect. Let's go inward with that. Let's go ahead and let's bring our palms over our eyes. And open your eyes to the palms of your hands and just stay here for a few breaths. And slowly, while keeping your eyes focused at the center of your palms, take the palms away from your eyes as you come back into our reality. Thank you guys for joining me for this quick 5-minute meditation.